Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to C4C Apologetics, where it's our goal here to help you think through your Christian faith. I have my coffee this morning. I got a closed door. We're raring to go. We're going to continue our New Age video series where we're looking at all things New Age. Like I said before, this is going to be a very deep dive into the New Age movement. In the past videos, we've looked at what is the New Age, a brief cursory overview, as well as the history and the evolution of the actual New Age movement. So today we're actually going to be looking at the common beliefs that are held within this teaching. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button here on the YouTube channel so you can get notified when these videos drop. Also, at the end of the video, not now, but at the end, go ahead, hit a like, leave a comment below, let me know your thoughts and insight into this topic. Like I said, this video is going to be exposing the common beliefs held within the New Age religious movement. But before we get into the beliefs, understand that the New Age has a very broad and quite diverse amount of views and beliefs. And while not all New Agers may believe in some of these are the most common views held within the movement. We're going to be breaking down these views into following categories. We're going to be looking at the views from God, Jesus, sin, purpose, epistemology, and then the future. What does the New Age movement teach about the future? You're going to see the diversion from biblical Christianity in these views and realize much more can be said on this topic, but it's my desire to try to keep these videos in a short, concise length, maybe around 12 minutes. So let's see how we do with this one, and let's get started. As with every religious and philosophical movement, there's a determination and decision as to who or what is God, and the New Age is no different. First thing to realize is that the New Age teaches a view of monism. Mono meaning one and ism meaning doctrine, practice, or system. Monism is the view that there is simply one in all of reality. There is no duality, there's no distinction between God and man, no distinction between good and bad, no distinction between matter and mind. So in essence, there's no distinction between anything. And this is seen in their acceptance of pantheism. Whereas pantheism is the view that God and the universe are one and the same, and that everything in nature and within mankind is God. This rejects the idea that God is separate from creation, but is of creation and creation is of God. Some New Agers define God simply as a state of higher consciousness that one may reach, while others define God as the total realization of personal and human potential. But there are some New Agers who reject the monistic view of God and believe in Gaia. Gaia is simply a term that refers to the union of earth and nature, and refer to this union as Mother Nature. But regardless of how one defines God within this movement, clearly the view of a personal being is absent. And as I mentioned in other videos, every major world religion teaches and believes in a Jesus. Whether he is the Hindu incarnation of Vishnu, or a spirit brother of Lucifer, as the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints teaches, Jesus is taught within the New Age movement simply to have been a man who reached a state of enlightenment, while some actually believe he taught Hindu and Buddhistic practices. Many believe he was imbued with the Christ force, as they call it, which lies dormant within each person, waiting to be realized so that all may experience enlightenment. Many actually believe in karma, in a view of reincarnation, in that situations in the life that we live are due to the past and previous lives we once lived. With many viewing everything from a monistic view, there's simply no duality, the distinction, and therefore no sin. New Agers reject any idea, and they reject all teaching of the fall of mankind in Genesis chapter 3, and they see the supposed evil and suffering in the world simply as an incorrect perspective or the incorrect lens that we are viewing them through. Evil and suffering are simply part of a reality with no distinction between good and pleasure, but the goal is to see how they work in harmony with the universe, and it's due to the rejected teaching of sin that's how every person was actually born good and has the ability to be good without God. It's also commonly held that everyone has the ability to unlock the Christ consciousness to attain this godhood and the ability to reshape their perspective of evil, pain, and suffering. You see, New Agers have a fair amount of unity on their views of purpose in life, simply being the pursuit of knowledge at all costs. As seen with the rejection of sin, one of the main purposes is to be able to reshape their perspective and to be able to see evil, pain, suffering, the negatives in life as necessary parts of life, and its attribution to goodness, karma, and reincarnation. Meditation is practiced on a very regular basis, and its purpose is to empty the mind so as to be able to reach the level of Christ consciousness. It is this consciousness they teach enables one to reshape their perspective and to awaken the dormant divine within themselves. Another purpose is to use the healing properties of objects and candles and other elements, while some believe that the universe is balanced by the Hindu concept of dharma, allowing a harmonious relationship between the universe and mankind, even though of the same essence necessary for balance. And the views that New Age believers teach have come from somewhere, and this leads to the epistemology of the New Age. Where do these views come from? You see, the New Age is simply an occultic movement in religion and teach that all truth is equally valid, that there is simply no contradiction between opposing views since the concept of relativism is held onto, and it's actually viewed that all religions essentially teach the same thing, even though they may differ in a few areas, and that the same thing each religion teaches is how to attain this aspect of enlightenment. While one religion may call it nirvana, another may call it heaven, but to the New Ager it's seen as the same thing. This knowledge is believed to be received through various practices, from astrology, which is studying the stars and celestial objects, to numerology, which is focusing on numbers that they find within their lives, to tarot cards and palmistry. These are all different methods of which New Agers seek occultically to determine information about the past, present, and future. Finally, it's said that one of the most important aspects to New Age teaching is the necessity of channeling spirits to acquire knowledge. And in previous videos, we talked about how Edgar Cayce was a pivotal influencer into this practice in psychic readings. Finally, what do New Agers teach about the afterlife? There is no hell, there is no heaven. Death is not to be feared, but actually to be welcomed. Depending on the person, they may believe in reincarnation, and that their conduct in this life will shape how they will return in the next life. This is seen as a continuous cycle of karma, an effort to progress to the ultimate realization in the goal of our nirvana, enlightenment, or the divine. Also, the New Agers in the future tend to believe that the universe goes through various ages or epochs, and that we are currently in the age of Pisces, and soon to come will be the age of Aquarius, where supposedly there will be an age of global peace, harmony, and a utopian society is going to be ushered in. So from God, Jesus, sin, purpose, epistemology, and future, the New Age teaches a various kaleidoscopic view of religious views, while rejecting the central tenets of biblical Christianity. The one thing I want you to see and realize is that the New Age is accepting of everything and everything as equally valid and equally true. And it is this view that makes the New Age philosophy self-defeating, because if all truth is accepted as valid, and one's truth is the truth of Jesus as the second person of the Trinity, while rejecting Gaia or monism or pantheism, then the New Age truth is a logical contradiction and cannot rationally be defended as true, and therefore it is a nonsensical philosophy that cannot stand. Or put succinctly, if all truth is true, then nothing is true. In the next video, we're going to be diving into astrology and the New Age teachings of the Age of Aquarius. You're actually going to be shocked at one of the songs you probably have in your playlist that promotes this New Age view. So be sure to subscribe to the channel and be notified when the video drops. And until next time, thanks for watching, and God bless.